Okay, this is the kind of luck we got. We went for a nice pleasant evening drive before dark in this little Jeep Cherokee that we got for Cindy that we haven't had all that long. It's got a donut tire, a jack handle, and a wrench, and the wrench doesn't fit. So we blew the sidewall out, hit a rock or a stick or something, and it does have, it's pretty dark, I don't know if you can see it. We do have one of those little inflatable jack or pumps. That's too dark. Okay, it's too dark to see, but we have one of those little 12-volt air compressors, and we had a roll of duct tape. And I wadded up the duct tape and poked it into the hole, kind of like one of those tire plugs. So far it's working. We got about a quarter mile, only about 10 more to go. It's gonna be a late night, I'm afraid. Okay, so that was a couple of days ago, and the fair is going now, and it's been really busy. We haven't had much time for anything. Gonna take a quick break here and finish this up. So what happened is I tore about a half-inch hole in the sidewall, and I folded up some duct tape, sticky side out, and poked that into the hole, and then one of those little 12-volt air compressors pumped it up enough that we got several miles actually before the hole got too big and it wouldn't do it anymore. And about that time we were kind of out of luck, and I thought, shoot, we're gonna have to drive on the rim. Along comes a car, and I could tell they weren't going to stop, so I ended up standing right in the middle of the road. It's this blonde girl and her boyfriend. They were going to go up to Wallace Lake up here and go camping, and I think they'd seen too many inbred hillbilly cannibal movies, because they had eyes like this, and they weren't going to stop and let me anywhere close. And I told them what was going on, that our lug wrench didn't fit, and could we please borrow theirs. And it's a blonde girl, and she says, "Oh, I don't have one. I took it out so I could make room for camping gear." Well, I figured for sure she had to be lying, and she ended up opening up the back of her truck, and I looked and no wrench. She wasn't lying. She did take it out. So I said, "Well, what are you going to do if you end up with a flat tire and need a wrench?" And she goes, "Well, I'd never thought of that." And so I tried our lug wrench on her tire and her lug nuts, and it worked. So I gave her ours because it didn't work on ours anyway. So needless to say, they kept on going up the mountain, and we were forced to drive on the rim. The tire was shot anyway. I hope I didn't mess up the rim. But I'm going to take this into the tire shop and ask if they can put a tube in it. What do you think? You think that's fixable? Actually, the rim doesn't look all that bad. It's kind of beat up, but I think it's probably okay. I can just polish it up a little bit with a grinder and a sanding wheel. Well, aluminum rim, but I think it's okay. So anyway, here are all these survival kits and preparedness kits and fire starter and all that stuff. You don't even think about the simple things like a lug wrench. You know, that one came with the truck, and we were sure it must fit, and never tried it before. So, lesson learned. See you after the fair.